I want to show you how to obtain your New York dealer license. A New York used motor vehicle dealer license is more than just a legal requirement. It's a gateway to a very, extremely, highly profitable business opportunity. With this license, you can buy vehicles at wholesale dealer auctions where prices are thousands lower than retail. In addition, it opens up to services such as offering financing. You'll be able to sell extended warranties and vehicle service contracts, which can add several thousands of dollars to the profit of every single sale. You can also legally export vehicles to other countries where there's a huge demand for certain U.S. models, and you can have extremely high profits doing that. If you are getting into exports, by the way, I have another video that covers this later on in this playlist, and I want you to be aware, if you are aware of any country right now that has a specific need for a specific type of vehicle, please leave that in the comments below so we can share that with some other viewers that are getting into the business. You can also get into the very profitable F&I side of selling. F&I stands for finance insurance, but it includes many aftermarket products such as vehicle service contracts, extended warranties. You can sell covers for repairs after the manufacturer's warranty expires, often with very, very high profit margins. You can sell what's called guaranteed asset protection, which is gap insurance, and that pays the difference between an insurance payout and a loan balance if the vehicle is ever totaled or stolen. Gap is very lucrative for the selling dealer. You can sell credit life insurance or disability insurance, which pays off or covers loan payments in case of death or disability of the borrower. Prepaid maintenance plans, tire and wheel protection, paint protection, dent and ding protection, key replacement programs, tracking systems, windshield protection. Roadside assistance is a very, very profitable plan. It can provide towing, jump starts, and things like that. F&I can triple or even quadruple the profit of every vehicle sold from just the markup alone. F&I is an extremely high profit sector of the industry, and what I have found, sometimes I've made more on F&I than I have the markup of the vehicle from where I bought it low at the dealer auction and sold it. So sometimes you'll make more on F&I than the actual markup itself. Simply put, obtaining a New York used motor vehicle dealer license allows you to access lower cost vehicles. You're going to have higher profits. You got unlimited growth potential in a booming New York vehicle market. Not just New York, you can sell vehicles all over the world. If you watch to the very end of this video, I'm going to give you some direct contact information for the New York Dealer License Bureau in Albany, and that's going to help you contact them directly with other questions you might have. These License Bureau office contact information tends to be pretty hard to find. So I'm going to show you that I have found that. I'm also going to show you how to use a dealer software program that will run your entire business with a few clicks of the mouse. Here's a quick overview of what you need to do to get your New York dealer license. You're going to need a dealer surety bond. You will need to register with the Division of Corporations or possibly your county. You'll need to get a New York tax ID, purchase a dealer starter kit, meet your location requirements, and finally, you're going to simply complete an online dealer application, and you should have that license in about 4 to 6 weeks from the state of New York. The first step in getting your license, you need to get what's called a dealer surety bond. And you'll need a $20,000 dealer surety bond. That's for retail and wholesale dealers selling 50 or less vehicles a year. Now, if you're going to be a little bit bigger than that, and you can always upgrade this later on, you would need a $100,000 dealer surety bond if you're selling 50 or more vehicles a year. Now, I'm going to assume that you're going to start with a $20,000 bond. You might think that's going to cost $20,000, but that's simply not the case. Your dealer surety bond is based on your credit score. So I want to show you how to obtain the cheapest dealer surety bond. I've assisted entrepreneurs like you in obtaining their dealer surety bonds and insurance for over 20 years. And through my experience, I found out how to obtain the cheapest dealer surety bonds and insurance in the quickest manner possible. So the best approach is to use a quoting system that instantly checks your credit score and matches it with the correct bond carrier that specializes in serving customers with your specific credit profile. And this targeted process can save you hours of research, and in most cases is going to deliver the lowest bond quote from the very start. So with that being said, how much is this thing going to cost? I want to show you right here. Since this is one of the cheaper bonds in the country, it is the cheaper cost. So let's take a look at the 600 credit scores right up there. As you can see, those are running about in the $200 range. Now, let's scroll down to the bottom of the screen there. And, I want you to be aware, if you do even have, some blemishes on your credit score, your bond price is going to be a little bit higher. But if you do have a couple of blemishes on your credit score, you can easily make payments on your bond. And I believe the biggest mistake you can make is not getting a New York dealer's license simply because your bond price is higher than what you thought you could afford, I always recommend that you go for it, regardless of your bond price, because once you get your dealer's license, your income's going to rise. In most cases, that should be just a fraction of your profits. And when your income rises, your credit score should get better as well, which will lead to lower priced bonds in the future. To get the cheapest New York Dealer Surety Bond, I'm going to recommend that you go to dealerslicense.com and click on the bonds link at the top of every page. Then you're going to scroll down. You're going to click on that free New York Dealer Surety Bond quote like you see right there. It does take a few moments for that bond system to load, so you might have to wait 30 to 45 seconds. So please do be patient as that automated bond system loads. You'll need to enter your Social Security information so it can do a very soft credit check that will not affect your credit score. And your bond will just pop up on the screen automatically. It's a PDF that you'll need to submit with your dealer license application. And a bond basically ensures a state that you're going to operate with a very high level of ethical standards. So you will need to make sure and sign that, by the way, and get that scanned on your computer. And then there's also the attached power of attorney form. So your bond is literally a 2-page form. It's your first page, which is your bond, which you need to sign. And the second page is a power of attorney, which is already pre-signed. And it's just a 2-page document that will be sent to you automatically. So once again, to get the quickest dealer surety bond quotes, go to dealerslicense.com, click on bonds, and hopefully that'll be helpful for you. Next, you're also going to need to register your business with the New York Corporation Division or possibly your county, depending on how you're going to be opening your dealership. And that's going to allow you to get a New York tax ID, which will allow you to charge sales tax when you're selling a vehicle. And if you never owned a business that charges sales tax, it could not be any simpler with a software program that I'm going to show you at the end of this video. So please stay tuned for that. First of all, if you need to register with the state, what you're going to need to do, you're going to need to go to dos.ny.gov. Once again, that is DOS, like Department of State, dos.ny.gov. And you can see here, you can easily register your new business with the New York Department of State, which will be a requirement for most dealers unless you are a sole proprietor or a partnership. If you're going to be a sole proprietor or a partnership, then you need to register with your county instead of the state. So most dealers are going to be an LLC, corporation, or something like that. So most dealers are probably going to register with the Department of State. But if you're a sole proprietor or a partnership, you'll need to register with your county. And once you've taken care of that, you'll need to apply for a New York sales tax license, which takes just a few clicks of the mouse at tax.ny.gov. Once again, that's tax.ny.gov. You're just going to click on that Apply Online link. And if you watch to the very end of this video, I'll show you a playlist that breaks all this down step by step. I mean, I've got a lot of New York videos at the end of this playlist. So if you are once you've gotten your license, or you can go ahead and review that information now, just let this video play and you can watch a ton of information. I'll show you how to get temporary tags, dealer plates, everything else. I've got several hours of New York content for you. So hopefully that's going to help you out as well. So I want to make sure that you're very aware a New York sales tax license is required before you apply for your dealer's license. This allows you to collect sales tax. If you've never owned a business to collect sales tax, I'll show you a program that does it automatically, wire transfers that to the state for you, and prints up all of your paperwork. I'll show you that at the end of this video. Next, I want to talk about your location requirements. You're going to need to have a location that's zoned for a dealer's license. You need to have heat, electricity, desk, and a phone or a cell phone. You have to have an exclusive mailing address and also a display space for 3 or more vehicles. Now, if you're a wholesale dealer, you can only sell to other dealers, but you won't need a lot. So the display lot must be the same address as the building. You know, there are companies that specialize in renting New York dealers of properties. So if you are aware of any of those companies, I'm going to ask you to please leave their contact information below so other dealers can see that if you are looking for a location. By the way, if you are not willing to find a location, more than likely the state's not going to allow you to have a dealership at your home. If you can't find a location, you'll be able to find one is what I'm trying to say. But if you're not willing to go out and either find a small office or possibly a location with 3 small spaces, you might as well stop playing the video now, because in most cases, you're not going to get into this industry. And that's a big mistake. I mean, if you're willing to watch till the end of this video, I'm going to show what you can do with a dealer's license. It is definitely worth finding a location. But if you're not willing to invest a little bit, then you're never going to make those high profits that I'm going to talk about a little bit later on in the video. When you've completed all those steps, you're going to scan your bond, your corporational documents, your sales tax license, your ID, and you need to take a couple of photographs of your business as well. And there's also called a dealer startup kit, which you'll need to purchase. And if you scroll through this playlist towards the end, I'll show you how to get your startup packet. Okay, so please keep that in mind. At that time, you're going to create an account with the DMV. Okay, and there's a pretty long website. There's dmv.ny.gov, original-facility-application. Did you remember all that? You can always just go Google that. And as you see right there, there's the application wizard that's going to show you exactly how to apply for a motor vehicle dealer or transporter license, which you're probably getting a dealer's license. Okay, now if you're doing a repair shop or inspection station, you will just come back and resubmit those as well. So if you do watch till the end of this playlist, I'm going to break down each pre-licensing step in great detail, show you exactly how to apply for your license, several screenshots there. Like I said earlier, I've got several hours of New York content, and I think you'll find that very valuable. Now, here's some valuable information as well. I have found that most dealer licensing offices' contract information can be extremely hard to find. Well, I have found this for you, and it took a little bit. This is a New York Division of Used Motor Vehicles section is what it's called. You can call them at 518-474-0919. And you'll also see a pretty extensive website. This is their direct website, dmv.ny.gov/dealers/open-dealership. So you can always reach out to them with specific questions about obtaining your dealer license, or play to the end of this video, let the playlist play, and you are going to find several other hours of specific New York content that I have created that I think that you will find very advantageous. Now, as I stated earlier, a good dealer management software program is going to help you maintain your New York compliance when you open your dealership. And many things can be accomplished with a couple clicks of the mouse. So a good dealer management system will allow you to do everything that you need to do with your dealership. So first of all, if you go to dealerslicense.com, click on that software link right there, you'll be able to download a great program that I've been using, which allows you to have unlimited inventory acquisition. So no matter what vehicle your customer is looking for, you can scan all the dealer auctions in OVE, which I'll talk about later on in the playlist, and all the other dealers as well, and find any vehicle that your customer is looking for and have that delivered to your dealership. You can find real-time values, which are known as booking services. So you definitely want to start learning wholesale values. There's a VIN scanner you can use at a dealer auction to find out all types of pricing history on a specific vehicle. It runs vehicle history reports for $0.25 a piece. It's got all your New York forms. It's going to help you maintain compliance. You just click print deal pack and it'll print everything up for you automatically. You can even get some professional window stickers created if that's helpful for you. You can put your vehicles that you have for sale. Maybe you're in Albany, maybe you're in Queens, maybe you're in Brooklyn, maybe you're in Manhattan, which is going to be expensive for you to have a dealer's license, but it can be done, okay? Now, with that being said, you can take a couple pictures of that vehicle that you got at your location, and with one button, it'll put it up onto cars.com. It's going to put it on cargurus.com, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Google Vehicle Listings. So New York is not your only market. The world is your market with a good dealer software program. This one will build a website for you as well. And it includes what's called Deal Driver. So no matter where your customer lives, you can type in their email address and it's going to send all the required New York documentation to them for their digital signature, and they can actually get a loan through that software program as well. So the entire country, the entire world is your market. But if you do have somebody locally that needs a loan, you can get a loan for every customer regardless of their credit score. And they're going to make payments directly to the lending companies, and then the lending companies wire transfer the entire purchase price into your checking account, usually within 24 to 48 hours. In the unfortunate incident that the customer stops making payments on that vehicle you've sold, you've got your money. These companies will go out and do the recovery if that is required. You can also start a very lucrative buy here, pay here management system. This makes buy here, pay here easier than ever. Oh, and by the way, as you see on that screenshot, it will order your titles and everything else for the customer. So with that being said, now let's talk about the buy here, pay here. You can have all the payments directly deducted from their credit card, checking account. So gone are the days of calling last month's customer and finding out where the check is. We don't do that anymore, okay? So you're going to use automated payment processing now. You can sell your loan portfolio as well, and you may not be aware of this, but those loans that you create are very, very valuable. So you can either let that customer pay that vehicle off over the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, or you can package your loans together every month, and investors will bid on your loans. Investors want your loans. So there's another great way for immediate cash flow with a New York dealer's license. Most dealer programs start at $60 a month, or this particular one has 25-cent vehicle history reports. And if you would like to get a 30-day free trial and a $250 credit, I want to show you how to do that. You can go directly to their website. You might qualify for a free trial, but you're not going to get that $250 credit. So if you use this special link I got for you, go to dealerslicense.com. Once again, dealerslicense.com. Click on the software link at the top of every page, and then you're going to click that little blue button that says free trial and $250 credit, and they'll know that you're serious about getting your license. That's why you also get the $250 credit, which allows you to use that software program for over 5 months without even any cost whatsoever. Dealerslicense.com, you'll see our logo there. Now, I do want you to be aware you can go straight to that website, the Dealer Center website, but you won't get that $250 credit. Now, I do recommend that you wait until you maybe are getting ready to apply for your dealership, or maybe you've just gotten your dealership. Otherwise, if you're using that free trial and everything, I mean, maybe that'll cross into the time where you haven't gotten your dealership. And then once you got your dealer's license, that can not going to have as much time left for you. So I recommend doing this once you're getting ready to apply, or maybe after you've gotten your license. So I strongly encourage you to use a good dealer management system to run your New York dealership. A good DMS streamlines all the paperwork when you're buying, selling, financing, even loan sales, saves time. It's going to open up multiple revenue streams as a dealer. I do want you to be aware the information in your New York dealer license playlist. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to complete titles as a New York dealer. We will break down New York titles extensively. I'll show you how to maintain your New York dealer records. I'll show you how to collect and easily remit sales tax to the state. I'm going to show you how to order dealer license plates and use what are called your interim plates. So if you scroll through this video and go into the playlist, I've got a very extensive playlist for you. If you're getting into New York, getting into the car business in New York, I think you'll find this very, very advantageous. So what else can you do with your New York dealer license? Well, you can export the vehicles to other countries. I'll show you how to do that later in the playlist. I'm going to show you how you can sell profitable F&I products, which can triple or quadruple your profits. I'll break down insurance so you can find out which policy is best for you. I'm going to show you how to get a floor plan, which is a loan for your inventory. I'll show you how to get into dealer auctions. I'll show you how to get government capital. So if you need small loans from the government, you can probably do that, okay? I'm going to show you how to run vehicle history reports. I'm going to show you how proven negotiation strategies. I'm going to show you how to donate vehicles for tax write-offs. And as a New York dealer, you're going to be wanting tax write-offs later on, because I do predict this is going to be a lucrative business for you. I'm going to show you OVE, which is the online vehicle exchange. I'm even going to break it down and find out if LLC, corporation, partnership, or sole proprietor is best for you. And then I'll show you how to get financing for every single customer. So I hope you found this information helpful. So for more information, just keep on playing this video and watch the playlist. For best dealer bond pricing, insurance, and a lot of other resources, please go to dealerslicense.com, or just play the next video designed especially for you as you get ready to get your New York dealer's license. And I want to wish you the very best of luck with your New York dealership. Thank you very much.